welcome to Big Scott 35 Cards. A little surprise for me today. Worked the last couple. Recording this on December 1. Happy first day of lockout, I guess. So I got a call from my LCS on Monday saying he had some PSA returns for me. I don't know how long. We estimated at least a year. I even think this might even be 2 orders. I haven't yet to look at my paperwork because I usually make copies. But let's just get on with it. And I know at least a year getting these back. First off is going to be some Cal Ripkens. So the first one is a 1993 Topps Gold. I can see it's all centered. But at 8, I was a little disappointed in. I mean, it's on the back too, but usually PSA doesn't hit that. But, just happy to get it back. These are all PC cards and registry cards. The Cal Ripkens are not. This one's an 8. It is diamond cut. You can really see it in here. I don't know if I noticed that before I sent it, but this is a regular occurrence in the 82 Fleer. I got an 8 though, so you can see white on the back there, which if I would have saw that, I would not have sent it, but so it justifies an 8 there. And I didn't get anything above a 9 in this order for PSA, and you'll see why. 92 Topps Gold, Cal Ripken Jr., 9. Really happy with that. That's one of my favorite cards of Cal Ripken there, with the Lou Gehrig plaque. So, really happy with that. That and a cell phone picture. They're probably 2 of my favorite Cal Ripken cards. This one here, when you get a 6 or below, 88 I guess is considered now. 80s, I don't know. Some people consider it vintage now, I guess. But it's all centered. These big cards, they do that. But it's got to be a surface issue as well. If you get a 6 or below, right there you know it's a surface issue more times than not. Because I don't have like paper loss or corner bitten off or anything like that. It does have a soft corner, but for a 4, you know it's something significant with the surface. And I really didn't go over these with a fine-tuned comb. I mean, these are just cards that were hard for me to find, graded, so I bought them raw. And a year ago, it was easy to do, cheap to do. When these were going out, this is probably my last order that I did that with. 6, so again, pretty sure there's some surface issue on this one. You can see it looks like the hologram back there has some issues with it, but that wouldn't make it a 6. But sir, it's a surface issue again with this Fleer. 86 Fleer, 6, and all of these, if I find them at a reasonable price and it's smart to pick up, already graded higher, I most definitely will. But these will go into my set registry. Gary Carter, 89 Upper Deck. Got a 7. So 7, usually corners, all centerings, all centered on the back. Again, I didn't think PSA really looked at that. I mean, you can see this is a little off-centered. Maybe it's the brightness of it, because it does seem dull. 7 here. I get murdered on these All-Star cards. It is off-centered a little bit, top to bottom, left to right. So that's probably why I got a 7. My 8 here on Leaf, which these cards this, if I was going to get a 6, I thought this would be the one. These are the ones I usually get killed on. Leaf, this year Leaf, and the 85 Leaf. Or Don Ross, whichever one. But, I mean, you can see it's off centered a little bit, but man, I knew this was a good copy. You can see it on the back, but I got an 8. Another hard card, year 89 Don Ross. If you're a big collector of trying to get that 9 or a 10 in the Ken Griffey Jr., you know what I'm talking about. All centered. Top and bottom all centered, just a tad bit. But, I'll take an 8 for my registry right now with that one. Gary Carter Mini League Leaders, 8. These are hard to find centered as well. This is one that's got the baggie in it. Not really fond of that. Gary Carter 87 Fleer, 8. I have the glossy in the 10. 8, Gary Carter glossy set. This is another one that'll have like some surface issues. I can't tell if that's on the case or what. Color might be a little off on the back. $8.91 Bowman Gary Carter. Maybe a little diamond cut there. The best looking 8 you'll ever see. 89 big. I was impressed when I saw this one. You can see it's all centered just a tad bit, but to get 9s or on these bigger cards is pretty good. They were famous. You can see it there, really bad, for just coming out of the package dinged up, and you'll find the boxes now where they're just destroyed. These cards, yeah. And because the big cards are so hard to, over the years, to keep, everything's made for the standard card. 9, Gary Carter, Topps Traded, 90. Let's see. Love that. So 9 on that, which is good on a 90 Topps. A lot of times they're all centered pretty good, but not impossible to get 9s and 10s. All centered here with a Gary Carter 90 Upper Deck. This is another one. At least this year they had the circle hologram, so it wasn't as bad, but sometimes you'll see it off the centering and all that stuff. So it's still Upper Deck with that hologram is tough. 1990 Gary Carter 9. Happy with that. This one I'm really happy with. Stadium Club, Gary Carter. This is one of those cards you just guess with on centering. Looks good. Everything looked good on the bottom here. These Stadium Clubs are really susceptible to surface damage. Card's been around now, 30 years. Yeah, so I'll take it. And that was not in my collection. I bought it and then got it graded, so worked out well. And here's another one. Just not in this holder very well. Topps Micro Gary Carter 9. And I got this from the guy that actually did the grading for us. So I'm happy with that. These, you see it's all centered. I looked at a couple. What are you going to do? I was just happy to find it in the condition it was in. Something else that, 1993, almost 30 years old. Hard or almost impossible to keep if you took it out of the original box. These came as a set, I believe, and that was it. And then I also have 4 SGC that I sent in myself. SGC, when I started reading and it said like the oddball stuff, and things that are not every day might hold up the time that it's there. So I started sending that stuff on my own. This ain't necessarily oddball or anything, but it got a 6. Again, must be surface damage somewhere. It is off-centered a little bit. But I just wanted to see what this will look like in an SGC holder. Maybe one day I'll talk more about how I'm feeling about the companies again. I talked to one of my friends a couple weeks ago, I guess, on some of my thoughts about SGC, and I'll go over that some other time. But right now, it looks good in the holder. Really like the older look cards. And there'll be another one coming up here in a minute. So this is Hornets Wagner Wave 5 Carolina Brights back. I pulled this out of a Topps 206. These, I guess, Carolina Brights are either out of 5 or 10. It doesn't number, but they're very shorter printed. Might even be 25. I don't want to get, too thumping my chest, but I got a 9. This is one I might put out for sale. Don't really collect, Wagner. It's a nice card, something I'll think about. This one here is a 10 out of 10 off of Topps Throwback Thursday. Duran card. I got a blue version of it, and it came back a 10. Awesome. And I was worried with this one because the blue border, we all know color borders are famous for chipping. Throwback Thursday cards got a little thicker stock, but still that won't stop it from chipping. Joe Adele, really nice card, 10 out of 10. So, and then this next one is one I am very happy about. I love this card. D. Baker voices almost all the clones. He's voicing, I think, all the clones on the Bad Batch. 10 auto, 10 grade. Beautiful card. Pops in this black. Very nice. Love this card. D. Bradley Baker. Just awesome. Awesome. This is a casket card for sure for me. This will not leave my hands unless the worst of the worst happens to me, or after I'm gone from this place, it better be with me still. So very happy on that one. Over the moon happy. So let me know what you think. I know the PSA was a little boring. PC cards, registry cards, but that's part of the hobby. Love talking about it. And I will share my thoughts some more. I know we're beating a dead horse on this grading stuff, but I have more thoughts and why things are the way they are right now. And, until next time, like, share, tell a friend, and please subscribe. We'll see you.